Hey guys. Anyway, so we got this gazebo frame, kind of pretty scrawny really, chicken leggy. But it is certainly a place to come and get out of the rain, because it is raining out here today. But nice and big, a lot bigger than the teepee was. That's for sure. Peter keeping the fire going. Just about, I think he's going to cook lunch soon. There's the bloody bricks. I might actually do something with them today. We'll see. And there's the new and improved hiding quarters. There's just lots of space to relax there now. You can keep all your gear, sit in the chairs and just relax, have a beer. A couple stumps I got to get rid of. I had to cut that tree today. I hate cutting a tree, really, to be honest with you, but it's right pretty much almost in the middle. So this gazebo thing, you know, it's 10 by 10, so it takes a lot of space. I don't know, maybe we could have cleared another area out, but I don't know. You can feel the heat in there like that. Some of the heat from the fire is getting kind of trapped in there, and there's no wind in there right now. So it's really quite nice, actually. It's pretty relaxing.
On the menu we have hamburgers.
We're having hamburgers today.
And chicken breast with some money sauce, Pringles.
Oh man, eating good. Peter getting just a little bit more fire going so he can get the coals he needs to cook. Fry us up some burgers. I love burgers, my favorite food, really.
Bacon and cheese.
Okay, I should probably... This is my gear bag. This has been sitting out with my hiking boots in it and everything. I got my rubber boots on. So I'll put my beer down here for a minute. And we'll get anything I want dry. All this stuff here. Let's get it under the tarps there. There's really no need to have anything out here, I suppose, now. All right. Pretty cool. Good fire. Let me get ready to cook. This thing. That's handy to have, so put that somewhere. Yeah, I just throw that there for now. Alright. Here we go. Whew. Smoky. So wet. Well, all the snow is gone now. All of it. Well, I can see some way over there in the woods. Very, very little. Lots of these little booby traps. If you remember a few videos ago, a few weeks ago, I showed you how deep they get. They're like a foot deep. You don't want to step in them. Pretty cool. Built this little thing here today. Had the gazebo frame, didn't have the roof for it. So it barely fits in there. It actually extends up, so it goes up, as you know, probably. It goes up 3 or 4 feet. So we'll have to duck under, but that's okay. It's a nice little place. Keep our gear and stuff and get out of the rain. Anyway, guys, I'm going to, I think we'll go have a cigar or something. And let Peter take care of the fire and stuff, and then I think he's going to cook. And yeah, we lugged all that in there today and got it on the boat. So that's cool. It's a heavy load. But the winds will be in our favor when we go back, because the southwest winds from the southwest, which means when we leave here, when we make it out to the lake, it'll be at our back until we come around the point. And then when we come around the other side, we'll be able to hug this shore and be out of the wind. So we're golden.
I bet you to me that the gate will be closed.
The gate will definitely be closed. But it doesn't really matter now at this point, because the main park gate's definitely not going to be open. But if that was open, that would be, I mean, hallelujah. Yeah, it was hard setting up everything. We had to lug probably half a kilometer, really, when you add it all up. Like, you know, you had all the batteries and the plywood floor and the boat. And it's just all heavy.
Just doing this on purpose.
So we're going to have to get some sort of a, get some sort of a wagon or something. All right, Peter's going to send some more smoke signals to the Royal Canadian Navy. So they'll probably be here soon. But, all right, I'm going to go have a cigar, I think. And relax a little bit. Look at this heap. The smoke coming off of that butt. So we're not under any fire restrictions right now. That's good. Everything is soaked, so that makes perfect sense that there would not be a fire restriction. But, oh yeah. Yes, I have cheesy, cheap rubber boots on. They're just very handy when you got the boat. I can step in the water. Got my hiking boots are in the bag, but as long as I'm not hiking in these boots, I'm all right. But if you go for a hike in these, man, your feet are just killing you. They're just absolutely horribly uncomfortable. But my feet are dry, so good to go. All right, guys, we'll let you go. I'm gonna go smoke a cigar, and then maybe I'll curl up in the old shelter here we've got going. Isn't that sweet? Man, I can barely fit it in my view. It's 10 by 10. Right? 100 square feet. Man, I'm sure back in the day I had bachelor apartments with not much more square footage than that, man. All right, guys, well, you got something to say? Do you want to say something?
I was going to say 10 by 10, but it'd almost be what the height of something is.
No, I'm saying 10 by 10 by 5.5. Right. But these things extend. I just can't because of this tree, so we can't. Unfortunately, these legs are telescope up another 3 feet, and then it's a real, all right? So then it's a real badass. But right now, it's just gonna have to be like this because we can't go any higher because of that tree. So that'll be it, unfortunately. And I tried just extending 2 of them, but that puts so much stress on those back legs, and they're not much. As you can see, there's not much to them. Pretty.
Only one tree had to go.
Yeah, that tree had to go, man. I hate cutting trees, but anyways, it had to go. I'm sure I'll trip over it 1,000 times.
You'll put those to good use.
Yeah, and now I have these extra poles that I made for the teepee, but 3 of them are still tied together. So what I could do is actually make a huge tripod to cook off of with this fire, right? So
that's right. We can
start hanging stuff from the tripod. That'll work with some stuff, anyways. So we might be able to. We might keep that as an option. But I might need to strengthen some of these walls and stuff with some of those. So,
maybe the stove there. Or?
What's that? I think I'd put the stove right over, pretty close to where that blue bag is. Yeah, I don't want it literally inside. If you know what I'm going to do, when it's nice and dry, I'm going to bring the Gorilla Tape out, and then I'll butt those ends up on the walls with Gorilla Tape. That stuff is, man, it can rain on it all at once. It doesn't matter. I bought a little bit of cheap duct tape. You can see it there, maybe there. It's just the dollar store stuff, so it's a quarter of a roll. I'm almost out already. But I did have to use it because some of these joints a couple of them were broken, so I had to put the duct tape to them.
Just a roll from doing this.
Yeah. So, anyways, I'm getting kind of wet. You can hear the rat-a-tat-tat of the rain on the tarps. It's a beautiful sound, really.
Good fire.
Good fire. I didn't have to help much for fire today. Peter took over. And we used paper today. No point in pretending I'm a fucking ninja. I just didn't, we could have got a fire going. I mean, if it was a survival.
Thursday, just for the record.
For the record.
I used paper, but it took me almost half an hour.
Yeah. If it was a survival situation, we definitely would have got a fire going. We would have survived, but it was, we were a half hour behind schedule getting here, and oh man. And then I had to rip down the teepee, and it was just put this thing up. And so it was, we were kind of crunched for time, so paper it is. It's lucky it didn't get the lighter fluid. I almost had the lighter fluid out. We were going to have fire today one way or another, so.
Yeah, I was just gonna say. Okay, we don't need the
Oh, shit.
favor's good enough, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, lunch coming up for sure. It's gonna be great.
All right. Are you going to ever use that to cook off of, or can I actually build a rocket stove on that?
It's either gonna be a grate for meat or whatever you want.
Well, you literally throw that on top of a bunch of coals, even if you put the frying pan on it.
Yeah, or just.
At least you've got a nice, you know, 1 foot by 1.5 foot little table.
How about this? Why don't we just build the stove quick and come back and see what.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the stove. We'll build that after we eat. But we'll just put it right there. It's just slapping it together to see how it works.
I hear you. I hear you.
And but finding a bunch of dry twigs, well, we could, but anyway, it's raining. I don't know if it's gonna hit the camera at all. I see one drop there.